Hey guys, it's Dana with Little House of Gardening. I am out here in the greenhouse. So, hello. It is approximately let me check, 6:30. And it is about 55 degrees. Now, I wanted to get on here and talk about these cicadas. As you guys know, I don't like cicadas. I don't I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like the way they land and kind of get lost on you, and you have to navigate them and move them out of your way. But that being said, I have had a few get into the greenhouse, and apparently they don't really eat your plants. They just get in there, but they lay eggs, and I don't want them laying more eggs. So we've been kind of sweeping them out so that the chickens can get to them. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much, and thank you to my subscribers. I am Dana, and I've been super hyper focused on sunflowers. I am going to talk about that right now. Now, my sunflowers have been selling. I originally planted at 100, and then I sold a ton, and then I planted the rest of them. Now I want to get into focusing on our crops. So as you can see, this is the angle as you walk into the greenhouse, and you can see lots of my starter sunflowers. You can see some corn, and then you see my potatoes, cucumber. As we head to the back of the greenhouse, you'll see more potatoes, and if you just look right underneath that potato leaf, you'll see a cicada there. They're hiding in different places. Now, as we come over this way, you'll see our kale and greens. Corn isn't doing too much because we're not getting a lot of sun. And then as we head back this way, you'll see some purple violets and then more sunflowers. Okay, so because space is starting to become an issue, what I'm going to end up having to do is build some, like a second layer of shelves. That way I can get more produce in here. What I'm doing today, because it's about to storm again, which is why, if you've been watching me, we haven't been able to work on the coop. There's the storm. So sometimes I use this spray bottle just to like give it some moisture when it doesn't need too much water. In this tray, I put holes in the bottom, and then I put water in the tray, because what was happening is, even though it's cold out, the sun has been really high in the sky, and so it's drying out. See that little tray? You can get a tray like this from like anywhere, and you can see it holds 8 little starter cups. This back shelf has become my orders, where I put my orders. So I try to sell 8 to 10 per person, and I'm trying to end up selling some herbs. So I've been putting it back here. That way, if I get an order in, I can come and grab it off the shelf. No, seriously, every time I get out here to record a video, y'all, I kid you not, it rains. And I don't want to do the videos in the house because, like, I don't really garden in the house. I want to be out here with you all and enjoying it. And are y'all enjoying the videos? I hope y'all are. Please drop a comment. I enjoy it. So what I'm doing today is, if you remember, you can co-plant your corn with your sunflowers. And because I'm growing so many sunflowers, I want to go ahead and get some of our corn co-planted with that. And that way we can have a good crop and a good harvest. Okay. So some of my Italian whites sunflowers I still need to sell. But here's one of my corn buckets. As you can see, it's literally doing nothing. And I think it's in the wrong spot. in the greenhouse, so I need to bring it up to where it's getting direct sun. Corn likes a lot of attention, a lot of attention. Okay. I don't know why everything wants to be falling over today. Okay. So these right here, I'm going to try to get sold. These are my dwarf sunflowers. I'm going to try to get those sold this week. But I got to put up another post. That's like a whole nother side of it, is you got to post it to get it sold. And see, these, I don't even know what they are, to be honest. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm actually, because it's only one little stalk in there in this corn, I'm going to go ahead and add one of these from out of here because it's starting to sprout and root. Let's get it in here. So yeah, this corn is dry. Corn doesn't really like to get dried out like that. Okay. I really need to move that other bucket of corn, but I'm not going to do it today because every time I come out, the storm comes out with me. It's like been a crazy stormy year. How is it storming on your end? It's been so crazy. Okay. Here's the other bucket of corn. Now, this, it was like at the bottom of the greenhouse in a shaded area. I think it needs more direct sun. And as you can see, I have my sunflower in here. And it will be fine. So again, I think that just needs more sun. Ultimately, I need to do like a whole wall for the corn. But for now, that'll be fine. Okay. So let's move on over to here. So I have some space over here. There is a sunflower there that's been growing. So we'll put another piece of corn there. So there's our corn. Pop it in here. See. And we're going to let that magic happen there. And I think that the corn in the back needs to be moved up to the front. So I'll have my husband move it because it's a really big bucket. Okay. So let's move on to our lettuce here. So that's the corn. Now let's get into our lettuce. So here's my leafy lettuce here. I didn't want pests on the lettuce. And so what I did was I've just been covering it up. And then we threw some onion seeds in here on the 14th. And they haven't produced just yet, but they will. And what I realized about me, is I don't really like having to go back and like check to get all the pests out. So I like putting the covers over it. So that's what that blue bucket is. These blue buckets that I made, I just put tape around there. Got them from a cheap little store and kind of made my own little cover instead of paying for the expensive things. Here's a gardening tip for anybody that's new to gardening. Whenever you type in gardening or garden lights or garden containers, they're going to charge you extra. Whatever you can make that's your own, try to make it yourself. And so that's why I made those containers. So there's the lettuce. Now, if you guys see here, these little green starter containers, these are the biodegradable containers, starts, and you can plop these right into the ground and just grow from there. These are some of my sunflowers that I'm selling. I bought these in bulk. And so that's what you're seeing there. Okay. All right, so just remember to grow the food that you're going to eat, and don't grow food just to grow it. Either eat it, okay, eat the food or sell the food, or enjoy the plants or sell the plants. Don't just grow stuff just because. Like, actually, do something with it. Okay, and then let's check out our propagation station. So I was propagating my basil. Is that the basil? Oh, that's the this is one of my sunflowers. So I wanted to propagate it because I was recording that video and my camera died. But what I was saying is I created a propagation station. That way, whatever I'm selling, I always have multiples of. So I'm actually getting ready to go do a sale today. So grow what you love, keep what you love, or sell what you love. And I will talk to you later. Drop in the chat what's working, what's not working. And thank you so much for subscribing. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Great day.